Okay, folks, it's Darth Ravage again coming at you with another quick review tonight. This is a duality kind of quick review. I'm going to try to do two of these. This is Sky Shadow from the Transformer Generations line right here. As you see, he's a very Firefoxy looking SR-71 kind of jet mode here. But then also they did another like pre-tool in the Titans Return line, and here is Sky Shadow with Ominous, another really outstanding looking jet mode. And this guy is kind of like a duocon, but I think they call him like a crossover or something like that, because he actually, and in fact, joins up with this tank to become like a giant robot for the Titans Return line. And I gotta say, it's a really striking and impressive figure when you do get it all together there. Let's see here. But yeah, it's just Sky Shadow there. He's in a couple different lines, and I just thought I'd try to get in one quick review. And one other part right here is really cool. Is inside of the cockpit we got his Titan figure, Ominous. I don't know if you can see Ominous all that good or well. There's not like picking it up. He has no paint on him whatsoever, except for when we flip him over into his head mode. And he's got the awesome silver and the yellow eyes that goes along with that play feature. He has a other neat little feature here, if I can remember how to get it in here. You can take this guy, pull off the nose cone, and he can sit down right here, and he's supposed to be able to, so I can get this up out of here, and it's just really tight in there. There we go. What was that I did? Was I supposed to sit on there together? Anyway, I thought these two things could combine, but I guess that's not the case. He can also like sit down up here on the top of the jet mode, playability or whatever, and he can be right there. So there's Ominous on top of his awesome looking stealth jet mode. It kind of reminds me of the Night Raven now a little bit because of the little drone thing going on. And he can also fit, like I said, down the side of the tank there, and that will close, and he's good to go there. So that's about going to do it for these vehicle modes for Sky Shadow. Tell me if you like these kind of older kind of reviews, if you got this guy, if you like him a lot. Click down below there in the description, comment below. Subscribe to my channel if you hadn't already subscribed, and please visit the other links in my description. And with all that said and done, housekeeping done, let's move on into the robot mode for both of these. Oh yeah, the other thing I like about this is that they actually had real rolling landing gear that could actually be folded up so that you can make this guy more switchable. He also has the removable, if I can do it without breaking it. Oh yeah, it has to be down. The thing here has to be down. And then you can take this thing off, and he can swoosh around the little drone there. Anyhow, I like to keep it up underneath the nose of the plane and give it a little bit more of a Firefoxy SR-71 look. And the other thing that was really cool about this, and I don't know, he could just spread his wings out like that and kind of do like a reverse swept wing kind of look. And he also has some of the biggest like weapons for this era, and these actually have launching missiles that are still in stasis. But like I said, let's get this guy in the robot mode and compare them up and finish off with some final thoughts. Thanks again for watching. Have a moment, please. And here is Sky Shadow in his robot mode. He has some pretty impressive light piping if you get him underneath the right kind of light. And I just gotta say, I really do love the details on his chest there with the paint and, you know, the Decepticon symbol and what have you. He has, like I said, these awesome looking blasters there that he can do all kinds of stuff with and pose around. So he's got the missiles detailed in there on each side, plus a little launch button on the top with the red missile that would pop out there. Those are in storage still. And Sky Shadow is pretty impressive in this mode. And he's not got any waist articulation. He's got all the swivels in the thighs. He's got the knee joints. He's got just limited due to the little overhangs on ankle rockers. He's got a swivel in his wrist, elbow. He's got upper arm swivel, and then those wings will pop back like that, and or you can also just tuck them down like that. So with all that said and done, let's get out the big boy version of him, the Titan return version of him. Let's readjust this thing and scoot it back, because it'll, not only is it a comparison, it's a dual review, and we got him with his big boy mode right here. It's a pre-tool to Overlord, but it's still really sweet. And there is Sky Shadow in his Titan's Return mode there. A little quick spin around the block. Let you see both of these guys. There's how that stacks up and how they look from the back. It's kind of crazy how the wings do differently there. And then on the side, the little drone becomes like a shield for this thing. This guy also has a base mode that will connect with all the other base connecting pieces via the little connector ports there. And these guys like a little Titan Master Ominous inside of the head. The head's in there, so, or the shell of the head is there, and you can also pop an Ominous back out right there. These are supposed to be over to the side, sorta. Anyway, he has no wrist swivel due to transformation. He's got some, well, I thought he had some. Oh yeah, I just didn't have him pulled out. There's his upper arm swivel. Let me pull this up down here. And then he has no wrist swivel because of transformation. And it will go 360 on the big bot. This is extremely, it would go 360, but it's kibblicious there. He's got thigh, he's got ankle rockers. The overload mold is really good. I even think like when I got it, one of my first Reddit reviews was is this Overlord? Anyway, so, and he's a really stacked looking awesome bot. I really do enjoy this guy. I'm not going to go throw it to the base mode tonight. I may do a bigger review with all the bases connected together, have him in there with the whole fray, just to show you like one big Decepticon or Autobot City kind of thing. However I go to do that, I'd like to get all the cons together and get all the Autobots together in their all their base belong to us kind of modes. But that'll about do it for Sky Shadow. I love the colors, I love the details, the similar kind of like in the chest there, how it looks the same. But then this is a whole other robot down here. And the tank does roll good around this. I wish they would incorporate these wheels with the new Seekers, or you know, even the Siege Seekers. But like, I mean, they were teeny, but they work and they retract. And I like to have jets with landing gear for the most part, and working landing gear instead of a painted wheel that gets scraped off after time and use. But anyway, that's going to about do it for Sky Shadow for the Generations and the Titan's Return line. If you liked this video, please click down there below that you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. It goes a long way to help the channel grow and continue to help, you know, put out quick reviews. Just, I don't like spoiling the transformations because I think that's, you know, half the fun with these Transformers these days. But then this is nice to look at something just a couple years old and then a little bit older, and it's the same character. And it's always been a joy to collect these and actually get on camera and let you know my own feelings about them. It's been a fun 6 months, like I said, almost 7 months now. I've started this, and thank you all again. Till all are one, have a good night.